Hello friends, today I am going to tell you some such things, which probably I should have known 10-15 years ago, but I was probably not as lucky as you guys are, because there was no such person in my life, who can guide me, who can tell me all those things 10-15 years ago, which I am going to tell you today. This video is specially for those people, whose age is around 20 years old, and these are the things that I am going to tell you. I have learned all that by wasting my lifetime. So it should not happen that you have to spend a lot of time in knowing all those things. That's why today, and now, you need to know all those things. It is important to know all those mistakes, which I have done in my life, and you know what, there is nothing more important than time in our life. In fact, the truth is that time is the single most important thing. So the 7 mistakes that I have made, I am sincerely honest, I want to share with you people. Let's start the conversation. My first mistake. When I see myself, so 10 years ago I had no vision, no planning, petty daily life commitments, wandering around and talking nonsense, to waste time and think that I am different, and I will achieve everything like this. My biggest misconception was my thinking that I should be different, because I was not doing any such work 10 years ago, which makes me different from others. The truth was that I was doing the same thing that everyone else was doing, a waste of time, not dreaming big, and when there is no dream, then what will you work hard for? You don't have any vision. So 10 years ago I used to think that whatever I want, I will get it easily in life. Since childhood, I was studying in moral education, that hard work is the key to success. If you want to do, nothing is impossible, and had read all these things so many times, and had heard so many times from the family members, that the mind had become neutral towards them, and so neutral that all these things were not having any effect. And after listening to all these moral teachings, it was sitting somewhere in my mind, I will do whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do something, I will do it, but I did not know when to do it, and what to do, just time was being passed. Mistake number 2. My second biggest mistake I made 10 years ago was waiting. I don't know why, I'm waiting for nothing, none. And in fact this is what happens to all of us, we are all waiting. See for yourself. Why are you watching this video? Because you are missing something. You are missing your dreams, you are missing your achievement, those achievements that you do not even know, that you can achieve them. You are missing your planning, you are missing your spark, the spark that I should have found within myself 10 years ago. Mistake number 3. My third biggest mistake was what I did 10 years ago, and that mistake is made by a lot of people today. I was very attracted to opposite gender, think more about girls. I am very honest, I am talking to you sincerely, because this is such a topic, about which very few people talk, but at the same time this is such a topic, which is also ruining many youth. Look, I had no such affair. But as the rule of nature, it is natural, that there is an attraction with the opposite gender. If this is the limit, it's okay, but overthinking is a very wasteful thing, and I'm honest about it. And I don't mind telling you this so that all of you can get out of the imaginary world that keeps it in an imaginary illusion, the one who keeps him in ruins, who prevents him from seeing out of the box, prevents him from recognizing his real capability, because in most of the cases what happens? Guys break down, people sit like devdas, unfortunately waste both their valuable time and energy. So the very honest today release, if there should have been one important thing in my life 10 years ago, it was taking pity on my own dreams, not with someone else's life, but I should have planned my own life, at that time. Maybe if I would have been doing this, then whatever happens in today, would have been better than that. And trust me, just get out of this sheet, just get out of this imaginary world of overthinking about someone. Because there is no end to thinking. If you are a girl and thinking more about boys, and if you are a boy and are thinking more about girls, then you should divert attention from the attraction of this opposite gender. You have to think about yourself, and if you do, if you are successful in doing so, so after 10 years in the trust you will find yourself much better. You will be much better in the comparison of that fellow, you will be much better in the comparisons of that fellow, who if he kept thinking about the same thing for 10 years. Mistake number 4. The fourth mistake I made 10 years ago was that I didn't take as much pity on my parents as I should have. Because even today if I look carefully, then my mother used to worry about me 10 years ago, she is still worried about me. Even though I am independent. In reality tell you, those people will remain the same till their last breath, no matter how successful you become, no matter how many people come and go in your life, and people keep coming and going. But your parents will not stop taking care of you even if you stop taking care of them. They will not stop taking care of you till their death. I could respect my parents more, those people are still the same as they were 10 years ago, and as long as I am, as long as he is, he will always think good for me, they will never change. If I should have given importance to someone 10 years ago, I probably should have given it to my parents, because parents never want bad for the children. Now whether you realize this thing today, or when they leave you, forever from this world, then realize it. But the fact is that, the truth is always truth. Parents are more important than anybody else in the world. Mistake number 5. My 5th mistake was that which I did 10 to 15 years ago. I may be wrong don't feel bad, but that mistake was my only running after marks. In fact, the real study of our life, we get to learn it only when our study of books is completed. When we come to the actual life, if I had spent my time in learning some skills along with marks, then probably, today I would have been in a better position than before. Being in a middle-class family, if I had learned on computer time, I would have learned to speak English on time, would have tried to understand this world and myself, so today I would have been a little higher, would have been a little better. This thing is different, when I realized these things later, so after that I never wasted my time. I don't blame anyone, because when we are born in different family, so the situation of that family is also different. But this was the truth, that the structure of the society today, still has some place in it. Only from marks, judgment is made about a man, and this is not fair. Me personal should be recognized by his skills, and not by just marks. Because the end of the day, it's only the skill that feeds your household, which is your job. Whatever you know, whatever you do, it will fill the stomach of your house. Leave some jobs, all the rest of the jobs are in the majority. They only see that this guy is, what can he do for us? He does not see that your number 1 in social science was less, it was more. Leave the government job, they have a different system, the selection process is different. You are going to do a very good job somewhere, you are going to do a private job, so over there you are given more attention than your marks. You are seen, you are judged. If taking numbers was everything, then that person would be starving today, who is not educated at all. While the truth is that I know many such people, the one who is very less educated, or illiterate in his personal life, but still he is a well-respected person, and he also have money. Yes, it is necessary to bring marks, but to think that everything will be done with marks, everything will be done with numbers, only numbers will earn money, so this brother is a big mistake. It doesn't matter how much you beat, what you have learned, what skills you have, what are the qualities you have, it has a lot of value. Mistake number 6. My 6th mistake 10 years ago was not investing money, and you know what? Even in student life, we get decent money from home. Yes, I agree that there was not that much technology at this time. These days it is very easy to invest, and as far as I remember, even after working money, many times, I used to spend extravagantly, and used to do on all those things, which I thought was necessary for me. But after a few days it seemed that man I spent in vain. The amount of money you get monthly today, whether you get it for expenses, or whether you are getting it from your job, we can invest in them by saving some amount. Many such opportunities come in our life. When your family members don't have that much money, you don't have that much money in your own hands, and then we have to spread our hands in front of others. But you save a small amount on a regular basis, by saving it from your expenses, then in some bad time, it will definitely work for you. Guys, this is perfect time to stop doing those mistakes. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and press bell icon.